Hi, from Mitch Yao at Torque Trends Incorporated. In this video, we're going to share some installation information with you for installing the TorqueBox brand reduction gearbox onto this particular Cascadia motor. This motor is unique. The inverter you see is mounted to the front of the motor instead of on top. The tag says it's an SS250 115. But the important part here is it follows that number with a W. The IM225W or the SS250W are unique, not like your standard IM225 or SS250. So make a special note on that. The W is unique. It's a completely different adapter plate input shaft for the TorqueBox kit. So make sure you're ordering the right one. Now, this particular package comes with the adapter plate installed onto the TorqueBox for shipment purposes only. What you're going to need to do in the shop is disconnect the plate from the TorqueBox and bolt the plate onto the motor first by itself. Now the hardware, the 10mm bolts for bolting to this motor, they come in the package. And the max torque is 35 foot-pounds of torque. So with your torque wrench, set that for 35, or you might want to do this in steps. That's what we recommend. Set it for maybe 15, 20 foot-pounds, and torque the bolts down in a crisscross pattern, just like on a cylinder head on an internal combustion engine, to prevent warpage. When this goes from cold to hot, really heats up, and then cools again, you could experience some warpage if it's not torqued evenly. So that's really important. Take it in a couple of steps, a maximum of 35 foot-pounds, and always in a crisscross pattern. Okay. Once that plate is secure, everything's happy there, we're going to take the TorqueBox and put it in place. Now, note the input shaft spline, very unique to this W motor, is going to spline into the motor's shaft. There's female spline there. So when you lift that up and put that in there, you may have to turn the TorqueBox a little bit to get the spline to match up and go on in. It'll go on in, and then we've got to line up these two 6mm pins that are in the adapter plate, just barely stick out. This just helps you get it properly aligned, the TorqueBox properly aligned. Once it goes on, it's a slip fit. Once it goes on over those pins, the front face of the TorqueBox should be flush to the adapter plate. Then you're going to install 8 of these 5/16 18 thread. I believe these are about 6 1/4 inches long. And you're going to torque these. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to use a sequence, crisscross pattern, and we're going to do it in steps. So the maximum on this particular bolt, because of its length and its thread size, is 200 inch-pounds. So I switched from my foot-pound torque wrench to an inch-pound torque wrench for more precision on those inch. So I set this for 100 inch-pounds, torque all the bolts in a crisscross pattern. These are the through bolts. They come through the TorqueBox and into the adapter plate. Now in both cases, adapting or bolting the adapter plate to this aluminum motor, you're bolting into aluminum thread. And with these 5/16 bolts, you're bolting into the aluminum thread. No steel inserts, just aluminum thread. It is 6061 aluminum, really tough aluminum, but they are aluminum threads. So we want to use a little light oil on the threads in both cases, or better yet, never seize compound, no Loctite, just never seize compound on the threads or light oil, and bolt everything down in sequence to the proper torque, and you're good to move on. That's the end of this video. Bye for now.